Hmm. So, this video is going to be on titties. I'm going to be talking about titties. I went back and looked at my other video, like my first video on titties, back from like 2019. That was a fucking minute ago, y'all. That was a minute ago, and things have changed. It's weird to look back and see, like, I was pretty good with myself. I was pretty fucking good with myself. As far as like titties go, I was alright. I was, vice chairperson of the itty bitty titty committee, and that is no longer the case. That is no longer the case because I don't like to say I'm a person that struggles with their weight, because I do struggle with thoughts of my weight. But I mean, I struggle with my weight, but I don't. I feel like I'm taking away from the people that actually do have like this fucking struggle, because I'm mostly struggling with an eating disorder, and my weight becomes a target of that eating disorder. But my issues with weight aren't really tied to my behavior. I mean, kind of, but like so tangentially, it kind of isn't tied to it. Let me try to explain, because I'm not a person who has issues with food, like overeating, like binge eating, having stints of time where I overeat and that causes my weight to go up. Don't really have issues with that so much as I have issues with psychiatric medication. So within the past decade, I would say I've had two major weight gain events, and both of them have been triggered by psychiatric medication. And I hate because I'll end up, losing weight and starting to gain muscle and feeling better about myself, and think like, get this stupid fucking little baby ass, dumbass, bitch ass thought in my head that maybe I can be okay. Maybe I can work on myself from the inside out. And maybe I need a little bit of help, maybe a little bit of intervention along the way, along with the therapy, taking some medicine to help me out, to change my mind a little bit so that I can better acclimate to these changes. Maybe I could try some psychiatric medication. Maybe I could do that. Dumb bitch o'clock. It's dumb bitch 30, because that shit never works for me. I mean, it works as it should for the most part, but y'all was there. Y'all saw the first time I started taking meds for my brain parts. I gained 80 pounds, 90, almost 100. The second time, which was this most recent weight gain event, I gained 30 pounds. And so I've learned from my mistakes, but it's fucking sobering to realize that I can only choose one. I cannot have my mental health and my physical health be like both working in tandem to make me a better person. I can only choose one to focus on at any given time. And one is going to negatively affect the other invariably, which sucks. It sucks. It sucks to find that out, and it sucks to kind of like reconcile myself with it. And I kind of haven't yet, not quite. And so with these weight gain events, you can tell the titty is tittying. I have a lot more titty than I did when I did that first video back in 2019. I only really got titties to begin with. And it's because of these weight gain events, because I'm at a weight that I've been at with way less titty than this. Y'all, you know the kind of person I am. I need to quantify things. I need to record things. I need data. I need spreadsheets. I need to understand why something's happening and how it's happening, and I need to chart it out. And so I will ask for you guys to be fucking civilized when I show you these pictures, because I need you to understand. I need you to understand that this is real. Because I showed Dig, and Dig was like, no, you look the same. I do not look the fucking same. I know I don't look the same. I low-key feel like he's trying to fucking gaslight me into thinking that I look the same when I don't fucking look the same. I don't look the same, and I know I don't look the same because okay, all right. Let's roll the footage. Bring out the fucking the data. Let's show the fucking studio audience what the fuck is going on here. Y'all, do you see this? Do you see this? Like, I'm not fucking bugging, right? I haven't lost my goddamn mind. Like, my chest size has changed tremendously. Like, almost like a cup and a half from like the first time I lost weight, like back in like 2018. Things are quite different, right? I'm not fucking tripping here. This shit, like, this is real, right? So I'm looking back at these pictures of myself and seeing like, holy shit, every time I gain weight, I get more titty. And it's like perma titty. You know how like the freeze thaw cycle works where you have like glaciers and like permafrost? I have perma titty. And so every time I gain weight, I gain some titty that doesn't go away when I lose the weight. And that has caused me, as a person who would rather have tiny ass titties, that's caused me a significant amount of distress. Pretty fucking significant. And it's not just that my chest is bigger. Call me vain. I'll fucking take it. I don't want my titties to be sagging. And so more titty means more chest exercises, means more pronounced titty. Like it makes my titties look even bigger because they are bigger and I have to work out that much more to keep them, you know, defying gravity. To have it laid out in front of me, to look at it and see it is wild. But then last week, y'all, I talked about this a little bit in my short. Last week, I fucking took out my nipple rings. That was a fucking mistake. Well, maybe not a mistake. It was a learning experience because when I took those bitches out and like just looked at just naked titty, just unaccessorized titty, I had an existential crisis. I actually was kind of fucked up looking at these regular ass titties. It actually really, really bothered me. And it was dysphoria. That's exactly what it was. And in the last video that I did about titties, I talk about, for a little bit, I talk about how everything that I dislike about myself, I punch holes in. And that is still quite the status quo. And to see just regular ass titty, just naked ass, plain ass, thin titty, it actually caused me so much distress that I put them bitches back in. And the reason I took them out in the first place is because one of them was infected. And I put them bitches back in. I was bleeding. The shit had swollen shut. And it was not good. It was not pretty. It was not my finest hour. But I needed to get them bitches back in because I was losing my shit. Just thinking about it. I didn't even have to look at myself. I was just thinking about my naked ass, boring ass, regular ass titties and stressed. I was just stressed. And I don't know if it's necessarily like having the nipple rings makes them more of an event. I don't know if it's that necessarily. I think it just distracts me from the fact that my titties are getting bigger every year. And I'm beyond certain that there are some people out there that would love to be in my position. Not just trans women, some regular ass cis women. Like I could definitely understand wanting to have bigger titties. But for me, a they them, as it were. They them titty is like hypothetical titty. I kind of don't want to have titty most of the time. And when I do, I'm putting them bitches out on fucking display. It's hard to describe the experience of chest dysphoria. I have a hard time describing it because I'm pretty eloquent when it comes to describing my experiences of discomfort. I'm really good at it because I complain a lot. That's what I do here. But with titties, it's a little bit different. I don't know. It just feels bad. It just feels fucking bad. It just feels really fucking bad. I just feel bad. I feel horrible. And I look at myself and I'm like, whoa, this shouldn't be a thing. If I'm so bent out of shape about it, why don't I just get them chopped off? Well, call me vain again. I don't want to have scars down here, y'all. Maybe if I just got them reduced, it would be a little bit easier to cope with. And how do I put this? I don't want to be cut up. I don't fucking want to be cut up. And I know for a lot of trans people, for a lot of non-binary people, it's like by hook or by crook, we have to get to this actualized self. We have to transition completely, medically, physically, all of the leads. We have to get there. And I understand that. But also, I don't want to be like just a fucking museum of scars. I already have a whole bunch of mental ones. I don't want them to be out on my body. I really just don't want to end up looking like Frankenstein's monster. I don't want to be covered in scars. I think like if I really put my mind to it, if I really thought about it and considered it and went through it, that I would probably be happier if my chest was smaller. But that's a lot. That's a lot to process, y'all. I'm old. I don't want to do all this anymore. Why is this shit so fucking hard? Like every day there's a new fucking thing to be worried about. Like a new neurosis is gonna be around the fucking corner. I'm so goddamn tired of hating everything about me. Can I not? And it just seems like as time goes on, I just find more and more things and I'm like, what the fuck? Has this always been the case? Have I always looked like this? What the fuck is that? I feel like a teenager. I feel like I'm going through like third puberty because I've definitely already done second puberty and that shit sucked. But like, did it never end? Bitch, I want everybody to be happy with themselves. And I try really hard to present myself as a person who isn't judgmental, who isn't looking at people some kind of fucking way. And I'm not, because I really don't give a shit about what anyone does. It sucks to like put out that energy all the time. Just like, here you go. Here's some self-acceptance here. There, yeah, you know, you should love yourself regardless of how you look. And then I'm like, bitch, I hate everything, the whole fucking package, everything about this is just shitty to me. I rather just not feel that way, y'all. And so that's why I kind of like put myself out there and I have my titties out all the fucking time, because I feel like maybe if I like make it a thing, or maybe if I don't make it a thing, it'll be less of a thing. This shit sucks. And this video was supposed to be, I don't know, organized in some way. It was supposed to be coherent, at least. It was supposed to set forth a message. It was supposed to say something, do something. And I feel like I didn't. I feel like I dropped the ball. I feel lost. And looking at my titties without nipple rings in them is fucking horrible. That's one thing I know. That is one thing for certain, that regular ass titties on Finn, not the fucking wave, not the move, not really even the puddle. Like, this shit sucks. I don't know. I tried. And I'm continuing to try. I am trying. I'm in the process of trying with varying results. And I shouldn't be so hard on myself. This is a learning experience. Things change. My body has changed. And to a degree, so has my mind. And acclimating to that and checking in is what is going to make this process easier to get through. I guess, like, at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. That's what I need to do, is to spend more time with me so that things like this don't fucking sneak up on me. Because it shouldn't be a surprise that I don't like looking at myself, expressly my titties without the nipple rings in. I feel like I should know that. I should have known that. And it's probably been the case for a while, but I didn't know because I never tried. And so I need to try more. Try more.